Defeats in all competitions, and the last time that happened, November 2014. And the last time that Manchester United won at Anfield was back in 2016 when Wayne Rooney was the hero. Today, it is Harry Maguire. And at last, for the first time under Ruben Amorim, Manchester United have recorded back-to-back Premier League victories. And Michael Carrick, what a ground in which to do it on.
Honestly, it's an incredible result for so many reasons for the boys and for the club, I think, and for the manager, of course. The performance, there was so many things happening in the game, you know, some good, some not so good, chances, post, everything, but today it's all about the result, you know, that's going to do the whole club the world of good, and it's a massive boost, especially for that group of players to feel what it means to win, feel that you can see the passion, the energy, and incredible 3 points.
And for Harry Maguire, we talked about his inclusion from the start before the game. He's come up with some important goals, but that's
And I'd be critical of Liverpool. I thought Liverpool played pretty well there today, and I thought they played pretty well against Chelsea as well in the last game and got beat in the last minute. So it's just not going for them at the moment. They've got to dust themselves down, but today belongs to Manchester United, and that's, you know, a real gritty performance they've put in at Anfield. Not easy place to go, of course. They've hung in there. And they managed to win it at the end.
They certainly did. All the reaction on the way, but we are 9 games down now in this Premier League weekend. The 7 on Saturday provided some stunning headlines as well, including the end of Ange Postecoglou's 8-game reign at Nottingham Forest as well after that defeat to Chelsea. Wins for Brighton, Burnley, City, Sunderland and the leaders Arsenal. Earlier on, Villa were 1 down after 5 minutes, but came back to make it 5 in a row in all competitions for them to win 2-1 at Spurs. And the same scoreline, Harry Maguire, the match winner for Manchester United against Liverpool under the Monday Night Football. West Ham, Brentford still to come. And Wolves, after that defeat on Saturday, still the only Premier League team this season to win a game, rooted at the bottom with 2 points. West Ham play on Monday. Forest are also in the drop zone. Villa up to 11th after that win earlier today. Well, Manchester United have actually gone 2 points behind Liverpool in the table, who are in 4th position. Arsenal have been the big winners again this weekend. They're 3 clear of City and 4 ahead of Bournemouth and Liverpool. Much more from the two Michael.
Well, Harry, last year at the same end, so nearly the hero. This year, you made it count. We saw the celebrations at the end. Does that just mean everything?
Yeah, it means everything. I mean, listen, they've had the better of us over the last few years. We know that, and it's not been good enough for our club, and we've not given our fans nowhere near enough days like today. So it's been a long time coming to this ground and picking up 3 points. But it means. I think it's the old cliche, it's only 3 points, but it's definitely not. It means a lot more than that to the boys, to the clubs, to the fans. I've been here 7 years now, and to come to this ground every time and not get 3 points has been tough. So yeah, it's for the fans, and I hope they have a great night tonight, because of course it is only 3 points on the table, but to come here and do it over Liverpool, and like I said, they have been a top team over the years, and they've been a lot better in recent years, so it's nice to get one over them.
Yeah, great moment for him. United's latest winner at Anfield since John O'Shea in 2007. Let's have a look at it then. What a moment for him. What a rush of adrenaline for Harry Maguire. As you said, Michael, he's scored a few really significant goals this year.
Yeah, he's got a knack of it in the box, Harry. You know, he finds that back post really well, and when he gets in there, he's calm with his finish, you know, and he's done it so often. And he pulls off the back. I think it's Konate. He's in that back slot, and there's almost 3 of them really there, ready to head it in. And he's had some massive moments. I've said it. I think that's probably the biggest one for me for what it means. The timing of it. It's a fantastic header, guided into the bottom corner. You can see by his reaction how much it means. You know, he cares an awful lot. I've known him. I've worked with him. He's so desperate to do well. That'll mean the world to him. That.
I was going to say, you've seen him day in, day out very closely. Does he deserve that in a way with the attitude he has around the place?
I'm not making it personally, but I'm so pleased for him, because he's done some really good things for the football club, and he's been through the mill at times as well, and he's had some unfair times, but he's come back unbelievably well and turned into a leader and a real talisman in big moments last season as well, at times with big goals. And it takes a lot, you know. It takes a lot that when you're up against it and show real character and mentality. There's no hiding place at a club like United, and I'm just so pleased for him personally for that, and for the club to see that go in and see what it means to him. It's fantastic.
Yeah, to say it's been a roller coaster for Harry Maguire is probably something of an understatement.
Well, yeah, exactly that. I mean, any player at Manchester United for the last decade, it's been tough times, but anybody that's survived those 10 years or whatever, then full credit to him. And Harry Maguire is one of those. I mean, he's, you know, his career has been one of such a high, you know, to do so well and then to get a move like he did to Manchester. But then, since then, it's been mainly of pain, of not making excuses, but always having to come out and front it. I mean, he's the captain at the end of the day. He's always the face. He's always had a broad pair of shoulders. He's always scored important goals, actually. But in the main, it's been disappointment for him. And, you know, he is one of the good guys. He is one of the nice guys. He leads by example, and you can't, you know, take that away from him. So it's a nice moment for him. And obviously a nice moment for Manchester United. It was a good goal. I mean, it was a great ball in from Bruno Fernandes. It was a little bit loopy in terms of the cross. So from a defensive point of view, you're getting plenty of time to readjust and try to head that one out. But they were outnumbered 3-1 at the back, Liverpool. And when it drops to him, Manchester United wouldn't want it on anybody's head other than his, because I know he plays centre-half, but he doesn't miss with his head much.
No. And the irony was, when we heard from Ruben Amorim before the game, and he was asked why he'd picked Harry Maguire and not Yoro today, he gave us 2 or 3 reasons, and the last one was his heading ability.
Absolutely spot on. We talked about both boxers, you know, as much, and he defended particularly well, Harry, today, as United did in general, really, and limited sort of Liverpool to many chances in and around the box, few shots from outside. But that's what he is. That's what he's a threat, you know, and it's not a one-off. And the manager was right in the end and kept him on this time. You know, he's changed the back line at times. He kept him on is another point. Brought Luke off and brought Yoro on and left Harry on and got the benefit.
The other thing is, I think games like this suit him more than any other types of games, because when you're almost defending a little bit deeper, he's not having to worry about people running in behind him, a bit of pace in behind. He can defend the edge of his box. There's not many players that are better than Harry Maguire at doing that, heading anything that comes into your box with aggression. He's decent on the ball, so the ball does end up at his feet. He's more than capable. And then, of course, set pieces at the other end or attempts like that. So I think today, you know, when the chips are down, it's the type of game that he probably revels in more so than playing a lesser team, playing a high line, you know, and the team that are going to counter-attack that could really expose him. I think that's a tailor-made game for Harry Maguire.
Let's speak to one of the other Manchester United heroes alongside Harry Maguire. Matthijs de Ligt is waiting to talk to us at Anfield. Matthijs, well done. I mean, to be a Manchester United player, to win at Anfield against Liverpool, it hasn't happened since 2016. How good does that feel today?
Yeah, obviously, amazing feeling. I think it's been a long time, so to win it in this phase of the season, such an important game, is obviously a really nice feeling.
And to win it in the way you did, through Harry Maguire having conceded the equaliser, must have been some adrenaline rush.
Yeah, obviously the fact that we could still score the winner 2-1 says enough about our mental strength today, I think, even in other games, because that's something that we lack sometimes. So, no, with today I'm really happy.
And you're happy for Harry Maguire. He's a scorer of big goals in the last 12 months or so, isn't he?
No, I'm really happy for H. I'm really happy for H. He played a really good game today. It's not easy to come in after not have played the last game, so it's a big compliment to him. But not only to him, I think also today the subs made a really big difference. If you see how, for example, Lenny Yoro comes in last 50 minutes. As a defender, to come in last minutes is the most difficult thing to do, but how he did it is amazing. So not only H, but the whole squad today was amazing. And
to keep Liverpool at bay the way you did when they're attacking the Kop, it must have been a real test of concentration there at the end.
Yeah, today was a game that you really have to be concentrated, especially with the crosses they put in. If you lose your concentration for 1 second, it's a goal. And this is something that we did really well today. Unfortunately, the goal we conceded was maybe just a little moment that was the lack of concentration, but for the rest, I think we did it really well.
And could this finally be the trigger? I mean, it's the first time under your manager you've won back-to-back Premier League games, a fantastic place to do it. Can this kick you on now to some consistency?
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Obviously, it's the first time since a long time that we win 2 games in a row. So this is obviously for the confidence really, really good. Winning at Anfield against the champions of last year is obviously also for the confidence amazing. So, yeah, let's continue on this road. Keep working hard, and hopefully the next game against Brighton I think we put in the same performance.
And just to put it into context, you're only the 3rd team to win at Anfield in the last 3 years in the Premier League. You've been at United long enough now to know what this fixture means to your supporters.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
You know what this win means to Manchester United supporters now. You've been at the club long enough.
Yeah, of course I know. Less week in the street sometimes. Some people are saying, hey, Sunday is Liverpool, you have to be ready. So you know what it means to the people and to the fans. You know, we had a lot of difficult moments last season. This season also some difficult moments, but to give them also some joy in this phase of the season is something that, as a player, gives also a lot of joy. To give them a nice evening. I think every United fan today can enjoy this win and have a good dinner tonight.
Absolutely. You too. Well played. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
That is one Dutch defender. Here is another, the Liverpool captain, Virgil van Dijk.
Virgil, obviously you wanted desperately to end the losing run today. It hasn't quite happened. Why do you think not?
I think because obviously we conceded a very sloppy second goal. We worked so hard to get back into the game. We created opportunities to score the winner. But if you concede the second goal like that, obviously that's a disappointing part. And I think overall, if you look at the game, we were far too rushed. I think we were making wrong decisions at time, and that was also the moments where we were open if we lost the ball. And disappointed day.
Far too rushed because of the games you've lost, and almost trying too hard. Maybe, do you think?
No, I think United was obviously very patient. They didn't press us that high. They didn't, they let us on the ball, and I think we made rash decisions at time where obviously we had to stay maybe a little bit calm, but we still obviously created many opportunities to score and win the game. But the reality is that we lost, and it's an interesting time now that we have to stick together, and not only us as players, but together with our fans and everyone that wants us to win.
Yeah, interesting.